The Drive Home Show with Reverend Q. The Drive Home Show with Reverend Q on AfricaUSARadio.com.
It is Drive Home Show right here with the Rev Q at Africa USA Radio. We are welcoming you and we thank you for watching and we thank you for listening. And God bless you as you keep up with your day, as you are going home from work, going home from school, going from meetings, wherever you're doing, wherever you're driving to or from. Be blessed and enjoy the good sound of Africa USA Radio. As you know, we always bring our greatest and our beloved guests that we show you love them. And we know that you're gonna be blessed with by their presence here at Africa USA Radio because we choose the best. We always bring the best and we invite them so that you can know them, so that we can introduce you to them or introduce them to you, because it's always a two-way street here at Africa USA Radio. We want our artists to know their fans, their loved ones, and our fans also. We want them to love and appreciate the work that our artists are doing. Today we are privileged and honored to have one of the best New Yorker, a young lady from New York. She is a powerful, dynamic vocalist, a musician, a singer, and she's also a songwriter. She's an author. She's an author. She writes books, and she's a blessing to the body of Christ, and she's a blessing to the population at large. She's also founded a school, a music academy called Beverly Burton Academy, which helps the young generation to know what they are doing in the music business and the music industry. So she's a blessing. She's doing a great job. And if you do want to learn two things in this industry, you better get in touch with her, and you better join that academy. She's a blessing to the body of Christ. We have here none other than Beverly Burton from New York City. Oh, boom, 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 boom. Give up a shout out as she's coming into our studio. Good afternoon, Beverly. How you doing?
I am well. How are you?
We are great. We are so honored to have you. We love your work. We've been following your work, and we are a blessing. There's one song that I've been listening all morning today that you sang a few years ago. It says, "We're standing right here because you've made a way." And it was a blessing to listen to that song. I think you were at some church somewhere in New York. You were blessed. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is Beverly Burton from New York City here at Africa USA Radio. And before we get into deep and depth of what we are going to be talking about here, we're going to ask her to just give us a little piece of what she does as a singer, as a and the player of the music, and a pianist. She's a pianist, and she's a soloist, a singer. God bless us, sister, with your piece of music today, and just greet the people and do your thing. Wow, you are my everything. You are my everything. Thank you, Sister Beverly. As I was thinking, since you are playing the piano right now, the keyboard, as I was thinking on your ministry, what is your strength? Because I feel like you're both wonderful when you are behind the piano in the stage, and you command the stage when you are on a mic. What you think you like the best? Playing while singing at stage, or just having a band playing for you and you just sing? Because you own the stage when you're up there.
Well, I would say that it's really been a transition. When I first started, it definitely was the piano, because I'm classically trained. Okay. And love the piano, always loved singing. Then it became having a band behind me, where I didn't have to do the work here. I could just get up and sing. But that's because, sometimes as artists, creatives, our schedules are so hectic. Like, we have real life, and then we have our ministry life until we can transition. So I didn't always get a chance to practice a lot. So I just be like, it's just easier for a band. You can vibe out, have more creativity happening behind you. But in this season now, I have owned this thing where it's just like, I love both. So it has been a transition, and that was a great question because it's something that I've really experienced.
Wow. I was telling my son that you are Alicia Keys of the gospel.
I hear that all the time, but I get it.
You get that all the time. The Alicia Keys
And
of
I
the
get
gospel.
it.
Wow.
I get it.
Because when you play, you really touches. It really touches the hearts. We can feel it. So you started singing, and then you learned the piano, or it grew up together.
Well, I started piano lessons first.
Okay.
And kind of developed a love and a passion for singing, more into like the 12s and 13s. And songwriting actually was probably before singing. Like it was playing the piano, then writing music. Even at like 5 or 6 years old, I was writing songs and then singing. So that's kind of like, and it's all intertwined. I don't think I love one above the other. I feel like I've begun to embrace the gift as a collaboration, that when God gives you a gift, it has many moving parts. And when we can get to the place where we use it all together as intended, that's when God's glory is seen the most. So.
Wow. And you've recorded how many albums you have right now? You've recorded some.
I would say singles.
Or single? Okay, you recorded a single.
Like 2 singles, 3 singles, Undefeated, a song called Faithful, which I just recently put out. So it's 3 singles that I put out.
Go get it. I've watched it on YouTube and I've listened to it on the radio. It's great. And it's a blessing. So you sing at churches, you get invited, you do concerts. What do you do?
All of the above. I do sing in churches. Right now, praise and worship is what I do the most, where I have a home church that I do praise and worship at, and might get invited to different churches to do praise and worship for their morning service, or lead workshops in, inspiring and instructing and giving experience for, just bringing the worshipers into a deeper worship with God.
It's because of the training as a classic player that makes you transition in the gospel, like kind of classic, or how can I put it? You kind of unique in such a way that I don't know whether it's your training or it's your anointing. How can you put yourself into that category?
Wow, that's great. I've never categorized myself. Maybe that's the challenge. But I definitely believe that gospel is something that we can either be classical gospel, R&B gospel. Like gospel is the word that we, the anointing that we bring to the table. So I would say it is the anointing that has brought me this far. It's the training that has kept me uniquely myself. So I think that our skills keep us unique, but the anointing keeps us relevant in the body of Christ.
Because you come across to me that your listenership can be broadened. You can everybody can listen to you, whether they are church people, whether they're just secular people, whether they just love music. It's easy to listen to you. That's why I was thinking, because some gospel, that some people they will never listen to. Other than the church folks. But you come across as if like the whole world is open to you. Everybody is free to listen, and they can enjoy music whether they love church or don't. It was that your plan, or it just happened?
It just happened. That's just the calling that's on my life. And I feel like every day we get a chance to kind of like figure out where we are called to, like, am I called here, God? And sometimes the path is longer, which for me it has been, which is why I've been a teacher for about 15 years, because I feel like not only is my singing the gift, but also my reach and my touch to people in different aspects, in being an example in certain regards, and being an inspiration in certain regards. So even as I travel on this journey, there are still times where I'm like, God, is this it? And he's just like, continue to just walk it out and I will direct your path. So I've been able to be in a lot of positioning where it's just like I might worship, I might teach, I might do workshops. I've written books, about my experience to help to motivate and inspire people to keep going. But I'm still figuring it out, if I can just be 100% honest. Like, I'm writing, I am trying to find it, because in a world where they already have a niche for you, like kind of like you said, like your R&B gospel, so that's what you do, what you do, or your classical. Like, I've found where I'm just like, God, I might not have a space to fit in, but I think walking more confidently in this season, where it's just like, okay, well, you create your own lane and you walk, and God kind of provides your audience for you. So that's kind of just where I am.
And you created a way bigger lane for you. It's big, it's huge. Talking about teaching, education and all that, you founded a school called Beverly School of Music. Tell us a little bit about that, because it seems like it's also virtual, which is good for people who are all over the world.
So the Beverly Burton School of Music is founded on a phrase that says, building talent today to touch lives today and tomorrow and forever. So basically, my school really believes in building the foundation. So I'm not necessarily teaching people about the music industry, but I'm taking young people and I'm building their foundation, right? Foundational things like the training, exposing them to people who pour into different aspects of what they need, whether it's piano, whether it's vocal, whether it's, different things. Like, if I'm at an open mic, I'm bringing along one of my students to be able to participate in an open mic, to give them that opportunity. Things that I've learned along the way, which has been paramount for me, where it's like, you have to take care of your personal world, right? A lot of times as creatives, we just want to create and be out there, but it's just like, there are things that I've been through that affect my interactions with the world. Did I take care of that? Or, just being able to say, am I building a foundation that does not procrastinate? Can I be a person of my word? Can I create a schedule where I practice? Can I make time? So just building those foundational things within young people, where I found, like, if I knew certain things when I was coming up, the journey would have been a lot different. But I had to figure out a lot of things on my own, which I am grateful for, but I want to provide that for students. And I'm a teacher. I do vocal coaching, and I do I teach piano as well. So just providing young people with a space virtually to be able to build that talent, not just the gift, but the talent that is wrapped in who you are as a person, your character, your personality, your shortcomings, all of the things that support it when you go out into the world and you are ready to shine and not be held back.
We call that versatile. You can teach everything. But let's get to qualifications first. 2 questions. People, they might ask, what makes you think you qualified to teach them? Is it because of your experience in music? Is it because of your academic status, or what? And then, who qualifies to be part of your academic students as far as?
Awesome. Yeah. So I received my bachelor's in music from Lehman College.
I wanted to bring that up.
Okay. So I received that. That was after I received my biology degree. So worked on biology because my family was like, this is what you need to be doing. Did it. But the Lord was still like, this is what you need to be doing. And I was like, all right, God, I got you. So I went and I got my degree in music. So my experience of just being able to play, pushing into different spaces, singing, writing, and also having a vocal injury in 2010. I had a cyst on my vocal cord from teaching, and I wasn't supposed to be singing today. So just to realize that not only do people need to be out there singing, but we need to care for our voices in general. So that kind of gave me the passion to like really push into that space, to care and to be concerned for people who are just singing out there, losing their voice every time they sing, and not realizing that it is impacted every time, and we need to have a really consistent vocal regime so that we can have the longevity that we desire in this career.
Wow. And who qualifies to be your student?
Sure. Those who qualified, we start our students at 4 years old plus, so four and above. Yes. And because I believe that foundation is everything. And it takes a village to really raise a music student. So those who qualify is A, those who desire, B, those who have a good support system. And sometimes, parents don't understand that it takes a team, right, to make the dream work. It takes me in the classroom. It takes the child understanding the knowledge, and it also takes the parent to support the vision during the 7 days that the child doesn't see me, so that they could come back and grow. So that's really the qualifications for Beverly Burton School of Music, that when parents enter, they're entering under a 3-month contract to be a part of their child's piano curriculum. And unfortunately, if they can't, then I cannot support both aspects. I can't be the school and the home. I can only do one. And from there and that point, kids thrive. Like, I'm even blown away to see how my kids are thriving. They take tests, music tests. They some of them have never met me before and are testing to get into different music schools, starting them from scratch and kind of just building them over time. And they really have a good handle on the piano. But that's because every case that I've seen, the parent understands their assignment with me, and we make the dream work because we're team working. So really, that's what it boils down to. People who are serious and have support so that we can do it together.
Let me talk about my son's got keyboards, he's got guitars, he's got drums, but I hardly see him. He loves music, but I hardly see him playing. Is because of lack of passion, or what do you think? Because I'm thinking right now to put him on your school, but I don't know if you really need a passion or what.
It's skills. It's skills in the area of discipline. Like when a child, because remember, children are thinking from a child mind. They don't have the experience that we do. So what I try to talk to my kids about, like I've written 2 books. Sam Puts Practice Off Again, which is a reading book for my music students on procrastination. It's a journey about a girl and her dad and how they kind of like navigate procrastination. And then there's another book, Sam Believes in Herself Again, which talks about her first recital and how she's nervous about it, and her dad and her go on this journey to kind of figuring out how to overcome that. So for me, it's about the skills, because you can tell a child all day, you got to practice, but they don't realize that practicing is actually something that you have to build. So let's just go, for instance, I have a 4-year-old student and their parent is like, Ms. Burton, my 4-year-old student won't practice. Great, because they're 4. So what we're gonna do is every day you're just gonna say, go to the piano and play your song 1 time. For that 4-year-old child, that is practice. And by the time 6 months passes, I'll say to the parent, okay, now that we've got that consistent, right, at that level, now let your child play the song 2 times a day. And they're able to build because they're building stamina. Kids don't have the stamina to say practice 30 minutes a day. It's stamina that they're challenged with, not the music. It's the fact that they don't have the mind to kind of press into the deep thing called practice. Practice is mental. It's not physical. It's, can I stay focused for 30 minutes? And that needs to be built, I believe, right, with our children.
We were here to talk about you, but I can tell there's education a system in you. You are teaching us already.
Oh man,
that is great.
I love education.
I wanted to ask you another question. You talked about your vocal accident or something. I never knew that thing happens. I heard a long time ago that Lionel Richie had a vocal problems and whatever the case. They told him they're not gonna sing again. And now you're telling me that. I used to sing when I was growing up, and I used to play, but I started preaching. I thought maybe preaching stole my voice or something, but I don't know if I have problems because I can't sing now. But I can carry the tune, but my voice is not that good. What's going on there? I heard that you said we need to take care of our voices. I don't know.
So a lot of things can be going on. First of all, our voices, we use them all day long. So if we have to give our voices spaces to rest. That's one. Second of all, a lot of people are walking around and we are dehydrated. Okay. Our voices thrive on being hydrated. And if we're not drinking and we are talking, we use expiration. So moisture is always coming out of our bodies from talking. And we have to replenish that, right? Because we have mucus layers and things that keep the voice nice and moist, and we need to replenish that. Number 3, as it was for me, I can't speak for anybody else, but when we are talking from our wrong talking point, we put a lot of stress on the vocal cords. So we should be talking from our mask and projecting. A lot of us were talking from our throat and we're resting all of the sound this way. So if you are doing that all the time, you're going to tire out your vocal cords. And those are the same vocal cords that we want to be able to perform with, but they're tired and they are, dehydrated and all these other simple things. Now, there are greater things that happen because we don't take care of those smaller problems. But on the surface level, I can just say, drink more water, give your voice more time to rest. Because I don't know if you're speaking or singing before you actually preach and after. Do you feel like you're it again?
Both.
Right, both. Okay. And then also I'll definitely shoot you a few videos where you can warm up your voice, right? Because you don't warm up before you start preaching. Right. You want to warm up your vocal cords instead of like throwing them right into activity. You were sleeping, right? And now all of a sudden you're like using them at full force. So a few vocal exercises can help, and maybe some resonance exercises to get the voice in your resonant cavity so that you can be able to project without using your whole body to stress your cords. Yeah.
I remember back in the day, one of our choir master, whatever, teacher music, he was telling us to sing from the stomach, not from the throat. Is that the truth, or they just guessing?
It is the truth, because we use our diaphragm and our abdominal muscles for support. Like, this is our motor, where the air down into our lungs, and that air is what we talk on. So our abdominal muscles, our diaphragm is what supports the flow of the air, so that we can have a nice stream of air to talk from or to sing from. So yes, that is true.
How you sing from the stomach?
It's a lot. It's a lot of information. I don't think I could explain it like that, but I got you. We'll have more conversations on this, but absolutely.
Okay. Wow, man, I'm learning now. I guess this interview was for me.
I guess,
Okay.
It's for the people. Listen.
It's for the people who are listening. Yeah, I'm asking all these questions for you, coming up artists. I've got a lot of artists following us, and I do events as well. So I work with a lot of artists. So I'm asking all these questions to help them, especially the ones that are coming up, because, hey guys, we are having the specialist here. We're having both the biologist and the musician. So she knows our body more than we know it. So pay attention and listen. But anyway, let's go back to you now. Thank you so much for free education. But another thing I want to ask about the books. How much are they?
So the books are on Amazon. You can find the books on Amazon, and they're the kids reading books. Okay. Also, they're books for learning to actually play the piano. So this book right here, this is one of my first, this is what I teach from. So the pages are kind of coming out, but this is my, for my youngest children, my 4-year-olds, they start from the handprint and then they move forward in this book. And then I have a book called the Overlooked version, which is the latest book that I've put out, which is a personal memoir of my journey as a singer, as a teacher, as a artist, as an independent artist. Just my experience and how God has continued to make ways, and I know that He's going to continue to make more. So they're all on Amazon, and you can purchase them there.
Africa USA Radio listeners, Africa USA Radio is gonna buy 5. Let me think first. We're gonna buy 5 of these books. 2, the one for the kids, and the 3 for the other one. And we're gonna be giving them away. So pay attention, stay tuned, so that we're gonna figure out how we're gonna give them away. But we're gonna give those books out. 5 of them, we're gonna give them away for you, for your enrichment of your music and of your talent. So
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. We're gonna purchase them today. Actually, today we're gonna go to Amazon and look for no, tell her. You're gonna tell us at the end when you.
Yes, I'll send you the link as well, where you can look for them.
Oh, we'll go through that. Okay, and then we're gonna share the link as well on YouTube and everywhere we go, so that if you want to buy extra, you can get them. Yeah, if you're listening at Africa USA Radio or watching YouTube or Facebook, we're gonna drop all those links so that you can get yourself those. I'm encouraging all the choir masters, all the choir leaders to buy those books so that they can help not only their choirs but also their Sunday school, their kids, whenever they start trying to be interested in music. We've got in our church, we've got a kids choir, so they might need that as well.
Definitely.
You might need that as well. So I'm encouraging all the choir masters, pastors, if you want your church to be musically inclined, get those books, because I know her. She's good at it. But let's talk about you. We've given a free education, so you better be excited over that, Africa USA listeners. You got a free education from the well.
That's right.
From the well appointed source. So you're also a performer. You sing, you travel, you do these things. People do invite you, right? How do you feel the pastors? Do they accept you? Do they enjoy your ministry, and do they support their churches to help you invite it? I'm also gonna invite you to some of our events. To perform there. We just had a biggest event in Maryland, Laurel, Maryland. We brought one of the very well-known artists from South Africa by the name of Zaza. I'm from South Africa. Everyone knows me.
Me too.
What?
Well, let me tell you real quickly. I went to South Africa a couple of years ago.
Okay.
And that was most favorite place that I've visited, and I always just want to go back. I always said there are key things that I want to do in life, and I want them to happen in South Africa, because it was just a great experience.
Wow.
What did they call me? They gave me a name down there. They said that I could definitely pass for South African. Can I? You think so? I want to say it, but I'm scared that I might pronounce it the wrong way. I don't know. But that's definitely my favorite place that I've visited in my lifetime, South Africa. And so when you said it, I was just like, this is home. So,
this I guess this was a divine appointment. Appointment. We're gonna make it happen. Because we also do events in South Africa every September, every year, because it's actually our anniversary. So every September we do events. It's either in New York City or in South Africa. But we're gonna start doing both in South Africa and New York, because we've got a lot of representatives in South Africa. So your ministry is really growing in different churches and in different stages and all that stuff.
Yes, it is. I go to different events that I minister at, and I find that I'm here for the people. Like, I love people so much, like, I feel like what's ministry without people? And I like to encourage people wherever I go. So the music that I sing is always meant to uplift and encourage people on this journey, because it's not an easy one, but we can definitely make it through Christ. So that's really like the message that I like to bring, and encourage people by put smiles on their faces and just push them into a deeper worship. So that's kind of what I like to do.
And I'm also an ambassador for Texas Gospel Excellence Awards, which happens every February. They like Stellar Awards, all those awards. So I'm thinking I'm gonna actually this week, I think, or next week, it's a closing date for nominations, and only the ambassadors can nominate. So I'm thinking I'm gonna push your name, if with your permission. I'm thinking I'm gonna nominate you for that. We've got artists from New Jersey who won. We've got artists from New York who won in the past, and I happen to be the ambassador for New York, New Jersey, and Africa.
Wow, I would love that.
You love
I feel
that?
like this year God has given me just so much more vigor towards this ministry of singing. Like, I've written a couple of songs recently, and I'm going to get into the studio, get that done, and just and continue to push it.
The qualification already obvious is recorded. You already recorded 3 singles, which you qualify. Hey, we are passing our time here, 33 minutes. I'm more interested about the school, because I really think I was listening to Dedrick Harding griping about the gospel music industry going down. So I'm feeling like we need to redo the gospel music, and I think one of the things that we're gonna help us do that is your ministry of teaching the young generation into getting into music. So how can we help to push? How many students can you handle per semester, whatever you call it? How many students can you handle?
Right now, we're at the capacity to handle about maybe 50 to 60 students. I also have another teacher, Melody, from she's in Maryland, and she teaches with me as well. She's vocally trained, and she teaches the beginners piano lessons with my school. But we handle about almost 50 to 60 students per semester. And then we do like a spring recital, a virtual one for like my students in Jamaica or the Virgin Islands or wherever. And we do that virtually. And then we do the one in New York in June of every year.
Oh, the one in New York it's live. They come to the class.
Live. They do. Well, they come in, or like even like last year we had a family from Florida who flew in to be a part of the recital. So sometimes the parents will drive up from Maryland or wherever they are to be a part of the recital that year. Yeah. So.
And where the classes are located at?
So the classes are located virtually. We do all classes virtually. This summer I'm having a composers class, which is going to be from July 8th all the way to July 31st, where we're going to do compositions, and then we're going to take the kids into the studio the final week to do their compositions, and then they're going to score their compositions. So that's our summer program for this summer.
Because I was thinking I might try to put my son into that as well.
Yeah, you should.
We'll see how that goes. But anyway, anything you wanted to say, because we are running out of time. We talked a lot about the very important things about teaching people how to sing. Yeah. So anything else going on with your life? Any announcement you want to do before we close this chapter up?
Yes. This coming fall, I will actually be attending the International Gospel Conference in London. So I'm really excited about that, to be able to share my music down there in London. Wow. And yeah, just writing and being more in my creative space. I do pour into the kids heavily. I've been a private teacher for about 15 years. Wow. But this year, as I do that, God has given me the green light to begin to pour into my ministry, and just following him on that. And I believe that he's going to make it happen. And just to my listeners, my musical listeners, my creatives out there, follow God. in everything that you do. Even if you're under a label, you will always start off being an independent artist. And I know that sometimes we think an independent artist is one who is financially backed by themselves, but it's also someone who has been under the tutelage of God, someone who has been under the tutelage of life, someone who is observant about how things work and just where you need to be, like doing a lot of research that you need to know about the industry that you're going to get into. So enjoy the independent season and continue to grow from that point. And wherever God opened you up to, He's going to sustain you through it all when you take care of your foundation.
I was actually invited to that summit in London, but unfortunately the schedule is kind of not working. I also work with another lady from Maryland, Trish Whitley.
Oh, I love her. Yes,
you love her?
Whitley. Yeah, I love her.
She's going to London.
Yeah.
So she's gonna be part of that. Yeah, I work with her. I brought her to New York. It was last year September. We did something together in New York, in Harlem. I mean, not in Harlem, in Manhattan. In Manhattan, yeah. So also, congratulations, you're going to London. That's great.
I am.
So you're gonna perform there, or you're gonna teach something? What are you gonna do?
Perform. I'm performing there.
You're gonna perform there?
Yeah. I definitely got to move more content of my education. Like, I'm so hands-on that sometimes social media, and being so broad, it's hard to
It's hard.
Post everything. So, but I definitely see the relevance in this season. God is showing me, like, listen, this is the season where we go forth and we just allow His light to shine through us. And those who can receive from it, they will receive from it.
Well, thank you so much for your ministry, Beverly. God bless you. Tell us if people want to follow you, wants to keep in touch with you, how can they reach you, your platforms and all that stuff?
Sure. You on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Beverly Song Burton. And they can go to my website, beverlysongburton.com, or you can go to my website, go to bbsm.info. And that's my music school website. So you can either do mine, beverlysongburton.com, or go to bbsm.info, and we will definitely be in touch.
And we're going to write all that on the screen so that you can take notes and so that you can follow her. And don't share her music, stream, buy the music. You can get it on all platforms, right? On the digital
platforms. All digital platforms.
Go to YouTube.
If they want to financially support, they can go to Bandcamp and get my music from there as well.
Bandcamp, get the music. And also on YouTube, you're big on YouTube. I saw a lot of videos there. Please subscribe on her on your YouTube. Make her grow on YouTube so that a lot of people can be in touch and get blessed with her ministry. Thank you so much, Beverly. It was great to have you, and we love you. We're gonna be supporting you. I promise we're gonna buy those 5 books, and God is gonna bless you. You can say bye to our listeners and give us a shout out if you can.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank your listeners for just being here in this moment to just share this conversation with us. This was like, a box of chocolate. You didn't know what you were going to get, but here we are, and definitely shout out to, I want to say your name properly. So
Quebec,
give me your...
Quebec, Maya, Quebec, like Canada. Africa USA Radio.
Africa USA. So big shout out to Quebec, host of Africa USA Radio, one of the #1 stations to be inspired and to listen to everything gospel artists and gospel progression on it. Keep listening.
I love it. This is gonna be a jingle. This is gonna be our jingle. I'm stealing it. God bless you, my sister.
God bless you too.
I love you. That was Beverly from New York City. Wow, what a blessing, young lady. She's so educational. She's so she's full of knowledge and passion and love for what she does. And if you don't want to miss music, especially gospel music, I dare you to follow her, support her, and bless her. And then sometimes reach out, just just say a post about her so that people can, because the more we write about her, the more the reach is gonna be wider, because she's an international. I love about what she said. She said she's been to South Africa and she loved it, and she's going back. And I pray that next time she go back, she goes with Africa USA Unity events and do our event in South Africa. And we love you, all our listeners and all our viewers on YouTube. Here is Africa USA Radio and Rev Q at Home Drive Show. We thank you for your listening. We're praying for you. We love you. God bless you. We will see you next time. All right, hold on, don't go.